外野がうるせえな。
From the start of One Piece, there is a general theme that Oda is trying to set, and that theme is of dreams and people. Whether it is the dream of being the king of the pirates, or to be the world's strongest swordsman, whether it is to read the forbidden history of the world, or to make fishmen live on the surface below the bright sky. These dreams reflect the desires of people, and their path showcases the struggles that one needs to face if they want to turn their dreams into a reality. In the initial chapters of One Piece, when we saw Monkey D. Luffy claims that he will be the king of the pirate, we were instantly attracted to his character because he represented the main theme of One Piece. And later we saw Zoro, who also dreamed big and wanted to be the world's strongest swordsman. Both of them were too clear on what they wanted to achieve, and were confident of their success. They were the type of men who would die to achieve what they believed in. These two characters were the basis of the initial fan base of One Piece, but at the same time, there was another character that also dreamed big, but is often forgotten by people, and that is the cowardly boy, Koby. Initially stuck on the Alvita pirates ship as a cabin boy because of his cowardness, this character showed a complete contrast to the ever-so-confident Monkey D. Luffy. He was a coward who didn't have any confidence in himself, and also used to belittle others for dreaming big, and that's why when he met Luffy, and learned that Luffy wanted to be the king of the pirates, he thought that Luffy was daydreaming and told him that it was impossible, to which Luffy smacks his head with a punch to show his disapproval of the meek boy. However, Luffy's boundless optimism and single-minded pursuit of his dream rekindled a similar conviction in Koby, who then started to realize that maybe if he tried hard, he could also achieve his dream, and so he told his new acquaintance that he also has a dream. He wants to join the Marines and hold up justice by catching criminals and ensuring the safety of the civilians. And right then and there, he who wanted to join Marines to fight against criminals, became friends with a small-time pirate who wanted to become the king of the pirates one day. After defeating Alvita and arriving in Shell's town where Zoro was held captive, Koby's naive belief in the integrity of the Marines was dashed when he witnessed the actions of Axe-Hand Morgan and his son, but it only strengthened his resolve to become, in his words, a real Marine. And after Luffy made Zoro join the Straw Hats crew and helped Koby join Marines, the future Pirate King planned to set sails and adventure further in the East Blue, and Koby knew that this was the time to part ways. He, who finally joined the Marines thanks to Luffy, knew that the next time he met Luffy it would be on the opposite side. Luffy then traveled on and got stronger and stronger, and after his crazy feats of defeating Don Craig and Arlong, who were big names in the East Blue, his name eventually spread far and wide. But all this time Koby was struggling as a small Marine, who was still too far away from becoming a great Marine and fulfilling that crazy dream that he hid deep inside his heart. And then he met Monkey D. Garp, a vice admiral in Marines rank, a hero and also the grandfather of Monkey D. Luffy. When Garp learned that Koby was a friend of Luffy, he decided to test him, and what Garp found was a man who had the will and personality to be a righteous Marine, just like him. Now, if you have come this far, then like, subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified of my future content. I will appreciate that. Now, let's go off topic and talk about Monkey D. Garp. He is a vice admiral of Marines and a man who believes in true justice and would die to accomplish his duty as a Marine. He is a man who refuses to become an admiral because he would be placed right under the thumbs of celestial dragons, and would be forced to carry out their orders, which he believes will be against his code as a Marine. He is a man of free will but is still tied down by his duties. He is a man who is complex and hard to figure out but still is simple-headed and does things openly. From the very start of the story, Oda has put Marines as a force that does not necessarily represent justice. The disaster of Ahara, actions of Axe-Hand Morgan, the term Dark Justice, and CP9, the justice carried out in Enies Lobby, and the cover-up at Alabasta. All of this shows that the line between Marines and pirates is either non-existent or is not even there. But Garp represents the little spark of hope in Marines, and even Sengoku, who uses a son, Ace, against his father, Whitebeard, and orders the manipulation of a son to backstab his father, does not, in my opinion, fit that criteria. Garp is a man looking for his inheritor. He wants someone to keep that spark alive after his time is over, but unfortunately he didn't find that someone in his own family. His son is the world's most wanted criminal, and his grandsons, who he had high hopes for, turned out to be notorious pirates. But that didn't make him lose hope. He is the man who has seen all evil in the world, the cruelty of world government, the terror of pirates, the chaos caused by revolutionaries, all of it, and that's why he wants to train individuals who will keep the kindness, respect, and love among the ranks of Marines, and will lead the Marines in the direction that will ensure the true justice he believes in. And that's why when he met Kobe, maybe, he saw a hope. He saw in Kobe the shadow of a great and just Marine. That's why he accepted Kobe under his tutelage and started to train him to become stronger and stronger, so that he is able to protect the weak and fight against the criminals. And the role that he wished that his son and grandsons had taken on, was thereafter given to Kobe. And this reflects another major theme of One Piece: inheritance of will, or passing down the dreams. And it also shows that dreams are not necessarily passed down to one's family. Kobe, who had become the inheritor of Monkey D. Garp, the greatest Marine who ever lived, is the prime example of that. Now, after Straw Hats entered the Grand Line, they continued the series of crazy feats and made it sure that their names were spread to the whole Grand Line. They defeated one of the warlords of the sea in Alabasta, defeated the unbeatable CP9, declared war on the world government, and destroyed the Enies Lobby. And now fate decided that it was the time for the inheritor of Garp and grandson of Garp to meet each other again. So, Luffy, after returning to Water 7, finally met his old friend, who was so different to what he remembered in his memories. The cowardly boy had now turned into a capable Marine. In Water 7, Kobe finally mustered up the courage to declare the dream he hid in his heart all this time. He told Luffy that he wanted to be a Marine Admiral. A dream entirely opposite to what Luffy had. But Luffy, being the great man he is, didn't discourage him, but instead told him that he will definitely be able to achieve his dream. So from there on, Kobe started his path uphill and started to train and work even harder. He was a Marine now, but his belief in justice was entirely different from the absolute justice that most of the Marines believed in. Though it is difficult to tell which justice was correct, we know that if a law is too flexible, then it offers no security, predictability, or identity to a people. But if a law is too rigid, then it is likely to collapse under the weight of change. Adequate flexibility allows the law to adapt to changing needs and circumstances. So to us readers, the way of Garp and Kobe was more charming than the cruel and rigid justice of other Marines. And this charm grew even further when Kobe, at the end of the Marineford War, even after knowing that he will be killed, stood up and spoke against the insensitivity Akainu and other Marines were showing to their fallen and injured comrades. In this war, Kobe, who had fallen far behind his friend, Luffy, awakened one of the most impressive observation hakis that we have seen so far in the series. This made him grow more closer to his goal. After time skip, Straw Hats, who had hidden deeply for the past 2 years, united again and started their journey to the New World. They defeated Horde at Fisherman Island, planned to take down Doflamingo and Kaido. Defeated Doflamingo and picked a fight with Big Mom. They messed with 2 Yonkos at the same time, and Luffy even managed to, quote-unquote, defeat the Billion Berries man, Katakuri. And during this entire time, Kobe was climbing higher and higher in the Marines' rank and eventually became the Rear Admiral in just 2 years, and this made him the fastest rising Marine in the whole series, overshadowing Smoker, who we once thought will be the Garp for Monkey D. Luffy. So, observing Kobe's growth all this time and considering his relationship with Garp, we can assume that he is the man who will eventually carry out the will of the Monkey D. Garp and become a great, or maybe, the greatest Marine in the series by the end of One Piece. And what adds more proof to this claim, is that he is a Marine without a devil fruit. He has climbed the ranks so fast just based on his haki and roku shiki techniques, which is similar to the only admiral rank marine without devil fruit that we know of, Monkey D. Garp. So there are definitely parallels between him and Garp, which make it look even more factual that he is the inheritor of Monkey D. Garp, and will eventually reach the level of Garp or maybe even surpass him. So that's my view on this topic. Make sure to like the video and comment down your opinion in the comment section down below. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notified of my future videos.